How does the Fraser Valley work? Well, as the name suggests, we have a valley and a river. On either side of the river are wetlands, an ecosystem that performs several important functions, including, but not limited to, dissipating river energy, providing habitat for wildlife, like maybe a duck or a turtle, and filtering contaminants and sediment. Next to the wetlands, we have a riparian ecosystem comprised of deciduous tree species like birch, aspen, and spruce. That's what these are, trust me. And small shrubs, not pictured, like cranberry and gooseberry, which act as a buffer between the wetlands and the old-growth forest above. Old-growth forests include diverse species and ages of trees, including the perfectly illustrated conifers you see here, and fallen trees which become nurseries for the next generation. Underneath all of this are aquifers which accumulate and filter groundwater, which is the primary source of fresh water in the region. How do humans fit into this picture? Well, we need a good view, so we'll set up next to the river. The food and water needed to sustain human life is grown nearby and pumped from the aquifer, respectively. We also need water for the crops, so we will pump a little more. And our activities all the while produce carbon dioxide emissions, or CO2. When we add animal agriculture into the mix, we can feed more people, which is great. But we also need more water from the aquifer and more houses, which produces, you guessed it, more CO2. It also means we need more food, and we're easily bored, so we'll add a variety. How about a pig, maybe a goat? The thing about ruminants like goats is that when they belch, not fart as the common misconception suggests, they emit methane, whose chemical symbol is CH4. Know what else is a ruminant? Yep, cows. Cows poop a lot. They are also super thirsty, so let's get them some water. Now we've got all these animals and we need to feed them, so we need to grow more food to feed the animals that we want to eat. We can't just let thousands of animals roam around free. They belong to people. So we'll stuff them into barns where we can keep an eye on them. Wink. Meanwhile, our greenhouse gas saturated atmosphere causes our climate to change, and all of a sudden atmospheric rivers are a thing. Because we have turned our wetlands into farmland and urban settlements, the atmospheric river that would otherwise have been absorbed by the ground, replenishing our aquifer in the process, instead floods the industrial animal agriculture complex we have built, endangering the animals, food, and marking the end of our ill-fated experiment with animal agriculture on a floodplain.